Hey, what's up? In this video, we are going to revise together the measures of central tendency. So, what are the three measures of central tendency in data? We have mean, mode, start. Mean, mode, median. Also, you can be able to calculate mean, mode, median for grouped data and ungrouped data. So I am excited we get started. So welcome to my study session, and what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing like a revision, and this is what I'm revising. So for problem one, I chose the following answers. So the problem says problem one, the entry salary of 4 employee in an organization in Kenya shilling is given as 25k, 33k, 33k, and 40k. If the salary of fifth employee in an organization is added, which of the following statement is true? So I choose the median for an employee, the median for 5 employee, and the 4 employee will be the same. Like median of 5 employee and the median of 4 employee will be the same. So I said that is false because we don't know the true value of the employee number 5. So if he has a huge salary, maybe he will push up the median. That's my kind of thinking. Then number B, it's not possible. It is not possible to know the median of 5 employees. I said true because yes, we don't know them. We don't know the salary of the fifth employee. You can drop your answers in the comment. We will just use AI to prompt the answer. Then we are told the model value will be greater than median model. The model value is the repeating the most frequent number. This is the most frequent number, and for this we just choose one. And we are told that the model will be greater than median. Since we don't know the median, I typically say this is false. For D, I said the value will be greater than the mean value will be greater than median. I said false. same reasoning. We don't have the value for the median. So we are told mode and mean will mode is this value. Then we are told mode and mean will be the same for 4 employee. So have I calculated that? So let's calculate the mean for this 4 employee. So you can use R programming, if R language, if you have already, you have it. So I inputted X is equals to a collection. Let me zoom it. So we have X is equals to CC represent correction, and we have so let us write it again. X is equals to a collection of, I think, 25k, 33k, 33k again, and 40k. So then we use summary to help us do it. Of course, if you are not lazy, you can use, let me show you. You can do it the calculation manually, but I think we don't have time. We have to order like 25. You add them, then you divide by the number. So like you do X, you do x1 plus x2. Thank you for subscribing. X3. Then for x, you add x4. Then out of this, you divide the so all of this you just divide. You divide by the total number. So for this is 4. So that is how you are able to get your mean. Mean is written x bar. Here I can't be able to write it. So that is how you do it. So here, by using summary, we have been able to get the mean. So let's check who subscribed. Lay Bossman has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. So this is our mean, and we are told in the question, let's go back to the question and see. We are told that the mode and mean will be the same. So let's check our mean. Our mean is 32, so it is smaller than the other, smaller than our mode. Our mode is 33, but 33k. So for this, we just say it is false. We check for AI what was the response. So I have already planted it. Let's check. So for B, we said it is not possible to know the mean. It is said false. That is number 2. Yeah, which I failed. I said it's true. Number 3, I said false. We are told the model is currently 33K. Even if the fifth person makes 40, making 40K mod 2, the median does not drop. So the other one is false. False. Number 1. Number 1 has a lot of explanation, but that is how it is done. So we got question number 2. So this question we are doing mean for grouped data. So let me see if this will work. Number 8. So a moment, I plan this. So we are told the first thing first. You calculate the mean of grouped data. So do you know how to calculate mean of grouped data? So the mean of grouped data is calculated by doing the summation so it's done by the summation of f times the midpoint, then you divide by the total frequency, which is called cumulative frequency. This gives you mean. So here on this table we are supposed to come and create another column which is called cumulative frequency. So let me write it as CF. Then cumulative frequency, you start by doing 2, then 2 plus 8 you get 10, which is here. Then we have 10 plus 15, we get 25. Then we have 25 plus 20, 25 plus 7, we get 32. Then we have 25 plus 10, 42. Then we have total cumulative frequency, which is 3 plus 42, 45. So we have the total cumulative frequency as that. Then here we come and create another, what do we call it, another column, which is x. X represent the midpoint. So how do we calculate the midpoint? Midpoint, we calculate it by averaging these classes. So we have 10 plus 20, we have 30, 30, and 30 divided by 2. 15. Then we have 21 plus 31 gives us what? 21 plus 31 gives us 52. Then we are doing this, adding the two numbers, then divided by 2. So here we have 32 plus 42, which gives us 74. Then we divide by 2. That answer is given as 37. (43) plus 53 gives us 96. 96 we divide by 4, it's supposed to give us 48. We write our midpoint here as 48. Then we have 54 plus 64 is supposed to give us 118. 118 divided by 2 gives us 59. So we have 45, we have 65 plus 75 here. We get 140 divided by 2, we get 70. Then after getting after getting xi, we go to search for another column, which is fxi, which is supposed to get us x times this times frequency. So we have 2 times 15, we get that. So we have that. Then we have what? 8 times 52. 8 times 52. So also you can use R to do the same math. So you will write here 8 times 52 for 16. Okay, here we have a mistake. This is supposed to be 26. I didn't divide. So we write 8 times 26. So we are given as 208. Then we have we have 15 times 37. So we write 15 times 37, 555. We have the other one, this 7 times 48. We have 7 times 48. We have 336. Okay, let me write, this one is 590. To 70. Then we are supposed to do the totals. So here the cumulative frequency here is 45. We got it here. Then for x point, midpoint, we don't do anything. If we add this number, it's supposed to give us 1989. But let me just confirm. Yeah, that is what we are supposed to get. So we have 1989. We divide according to this formula with 45. So our mean is 44.4. 44.2. That is the mean of group data. Then we have another one, what we call median. Median of group data we do using an interpolation formula. So you do L, let me write it, then explain. So to get the total, to get median, we use lower class boundary, which these are classes of frequency, so we will get it here. Then we do total. This is the total cumulative frequency, like we will get it here. Then we divide by 2. Then this is CFPM. This is the class frequency for the first. Let me explain the method. So when we are calculating the median, we use this formula, according interpolation formula, where you are supposed to go to the classes and check first which is the number have the highest frequency. So after checking it, then you come here to the classes, then you check which one has, you check how are the classes having boundaries. You can see our classes, the boundary follows an order. Like if you come from 10 to 20, we have an order. 20 to 21 to that one has an order. So you are supposed to know the gap inside the two classes. So that is what we are using, and that is what we will be using to calculate. So to calculate lower class boundary, we first select this on 15 here is the class with the highest frequency. So we want to check the lower class boundary. So to calculate that lower class boundary, we check this number and this number, we do the average. So let's do that. We have 31 plus 32, then 63 divided by 2. So that is our low class boundary. So we can write low class boundary as 31.5. Then our n is 45. N is like the total numbers of whatever we were told here, total number of students. Then what next? What class frequency class cumulative frequency here. This one we are told is called cumulative frequency before the median. Actually, this is B. So after we selected this, now to get the cumulative frequency before the median, this is the number 10. So we should write it here, C F B M. Then the frequency of the class, so we write it as FM and is equals to 15, and you can see it here. So next is to determine the class boundary. The class boundary of this data set is crazy. Let me think. So first let's do the average of these two, so we get the highest class boundary of here. So we do 32 plus 42, 74 divided by 2, 37 is there. No, not really. We should get 42 plus 43, 42 plus 43, get 85 divided by 2. So 42.5. Then we do the other one, 32 plus 31. Then we do the average, 32 plus 31, 63 divided by 2. Then we do 42.5 minus 31.5. You get 11. 11 is the cross boundary. So we could come and write here. H is 11. By doing so, we need now to calculate So let me write the figure and we calculate. Let me write on my book. Like with the figure you can calculate also, and you see the answer. So first we do 45 divided by 2, 22.5 minus 10 over 15. So 22.5 minus 10, then 12.5 divided by 15. Then that answer with times with the cross boundary. Then we add the lower cross boundary plus 9.1663. We get our answer is 40.663. This now is what we call as median. So we are done with the median and mean. Then what do they want next? They still want mod. So we should write our answer here. Let me check. Hi, how are you? So we want to calculate mod. These calculations they are very hard, but once you grasp them, it's very easy. So let me set something up. I want to read the chart. So how do I do that? I go create, go live, stream, back. I want to read the chart and here is the control room. Hi, please add me. This is Tabi Kalani. Please admin me. Admin or admit. So that is how we do it, man. So this is the formula for median for group data I want to do for mode. So our answer we got here, let me write it as 40.663. You can put it in a color. So this is for mode. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tabikanani. Thank you so much. The next thing we're doing is mode is easy once you get the formula. We use the same formula as one we used here, but with a difference. So let me write it first. So we use lower class boundary plus, then we use something called delta. I don't know how to write it. Let me just use D. But you know it represents delta. So delta 1 then we do delta 1 plus delta 2. So what does delta represent? Delta just represent changes. Like that. So what does delta represent? So we do delta 1. So we came here and so this is the class with the highest frequency is 15. Now we want to do the median. The median, we first select our frequency here. We know it's 15, but to do delta 1 we do 15 minus the above. Let me just use the word above, the above frequency to get delta 1. So we get 15 minus 18. So frequency of the class minus the frequency above. So we get delta 1. So 15 minus 8, we get 7. Delta 2, you do 15 minus 7, you get 8. So you come here and you write D2, you get 8. Then we just input, here I forgot to add the class boundary, which is H, to same to this formula, but the only thing that is changing is these deltas. So, and our class boundary, we remember we got it here as 11. So we just input the figures and calculate. Also you can use lower class boundary, which we got it here, 31.5. So we write it on the book and do the calculation, and we input the answer. So we do 7 over 15. Seven over 15. we get as 0.467. Then we multiply with 11. And then let me like put it this way too. Let me put it as a variable to help me calculate. So we do it like this. Then we do x times 11. Then we do that one. Find 5. So that is what we call as our mode. This is our mode, and you can if you can confirm your answer by if you check this. If you check this number, you are sure you will find it in this class. If you don't find it within this range 32 to 42, then your answer is wrong, is incorrect. Then that one is done. Well. Then this one is easy. We do what is the percentage? What is the percentage? Percentage of what? We are told what is the percentage of lecture halls. Hey. We are told which lecture halls, what is the percentage of lecture halls with 42 students, with more than 42 students. So see, we start like from here. This is where we have student starting from 42. So we are told the total, the percentage. So see, we add the frequency from here, and then we get that answer. So we get that answer as x, then that x we divide by cfx. I'm fine. At the moment, no. Thank you for your call. Okay. So we are saying how to calculate x. So we write, I think this will do it. So we have 15 plus 7 plus 10. I didn't realize like I had my mic on, like you can hear my call. Technology. So we have 15, 7, 10, 13. Should give us 13, 20, 35. Then we get 35 over 45 is equals to a 45. Then we times 100 to make it percent. So what should we do it? So we have 35 divided by 45. Then we times, let me save it as a variable. Then we have x times 100. Yep. So we have 77.78. 77.78. So that is our answer to that. So now the moment of truth, we input the question to Gemini and let's see what we get. Let me check the charts. Okay. Also, you can like tell me whether you like this view. I wish I had two screens. I could be able to check it there. So we have our first answer as 42.87. See whether we are correct or wrong. We lost something here there. We should check it later. The other one is mean. Why did I get the mean as long? In this the most simple one? Mean. This is my mean. 44 point. So this is my answer. 44.2. 44.2. 44.2. Why? So let me check. Let's confirm together. Let's debug. Why did I get that number? I used 70 instead of 45. You can see it here. My mistake. So let's check median. Median is 40.67. Okay, that one I think 40.67 iko sawa. Mode iko aje? 36.63. 36.63. Something need to be debugged. Mode. My arithmetics are very long. So this is our median. I think I used this calculator ride. But the formula is okay. We should get that. My calculator got it wrong. The percent also. I have error to debug because we are told, because our data record where the student more than 42 means 43 students and more. Okay, so I should it is said here the percentage of lecture hall had more than. I see I used the more than or equal to. So that is the error, but the formula is the same. So for that one, the answer is correct. So we do problem 3, and we close for the central tendency. But if I think also we have not covered like central tendency or grouped data. We should do it once more time. Problem 3. We are told for each situation, state the most appropriate measure of central tendency. Mean, mode, and median to be used appropriately to represent data. So like I'm reading it in my mind. So let me read it again. For each situation, state the most appropriate measure of central tendency. Mean, mode, and median to be used to appropriately represent the data. We have the net worth of top 10 billionaire. How should we represent that data? The data that is categorical. How should we represent using the three central tendency? We have a company has two factories and want to ascertain the most profitable one. That one I know for sure. I know it is mode. Then 4. The university is concerned about which faculty has the highest students who attend its health center frequently. Mode man. So data, a data which is categorical. Category. If we categorize data, which should we use? Also it's mode, because like when you categorize data we see with maybe gender, like male and female, and to know the central part of that data we can use like mode. Not sure, but I'm guessing. And net worth I think is let's guess. My mind is saying median. Let me pass it through the brain again. Let's just put it to AI. So the first answer is median. That one was just like a guess. The second answer for categorical data, I said yes. Maybe it can refine my thinking. Okay, yeah, I think I'm long. We are told a company has 2 factories and want to ascertain the most profitable one. It makes sense not to use mode. Mode is used for the most frequent thing. So if you are doing like an e-commerce, you can know the most frequent thing people are buying. Okay. Number four, we get mode. So should we read the whys? Let me just read for the one we failed. When a business is evaluating profitability over time, every single dollar matters, both massive windfall and severe losses. The mean is only measure that mathematically incorporates every single data point to its final calculation. By calculating mean per day, per month, per quarter, the company gets true average of how the factory is performing financially overall. Okay. So that is how we are done with facility, like we through this lecture we have been able to do all these discussions. So thank you so much. Till next time, let me recharge my laptop. We meet again.